Joining me in the room podcast to talk about his catchweight fight happening Friday night, this Friday night, a couple of days at Combat FC 5, is Artur Minev. What's up, my friend? Welcome to the show for the first time. How you doing?
Thank you. I feel very good. I'm ready.
You're ready, man. Big fight, your second professional fight. Came away with a first round elbow stoppage at Neff in your pro debut, man. Let's get back to that performance and what you felt there, man. How'd you feel about that fight and the all around experience making your pro debut at Neff?
Yeah, after a fight, I feel very fine. Yeah, take your first round. It's very good for me. Yeah, I want respect to Matt Denning who saved my fight. Yeah, I feel very good. I'm ready to my second fight. I train every day. I have goal and I roll to my goal.
Well,
Doesn't matter who my opponent. I'm ready.
Well, as far as making that step from amateurs into the pros, that training camp, what was trained? What was changed in the training camp? From the amateur level to the pro, because you got longer
Mm-hmm.
rounds, you can add elbows, different strikes. What was the difference in training camp?
Yes, I have big experience in amateur MMA. Yeah, my amateur experience in Ukraine. Yeah, and I won a world championship in amateurs. Professional. It's a little bit different because we can use elbow, knee. Yeah, in amateur we can't, of course. But for me, for my mental, amateur fights help me for my mental. Yeah, now I feel very good. I'm not nervous. Yeah, I just have my goal and road.
Well, you mentioned amateurs in the Ukraine. How many amateur fights did you have in your
Uh,
homeland?
yes, I have 30 fights.
Wow. And you're
Yeah,
19 years old. When did you start fighting?
I start 16.
So, all right. So you walk into a gym, you start, training. How long after walking into that gym did you have your first amateur fight?
First amateur fight, I think is 16 year old. Yeah, I'm 1 year. I train in kickboxing. I started kickboxing. Yeah, and then I go training MMA. And 4 years I train MMA.
Wow.
Yeah.
And 30 fights within that time, my man. And a world title, as you said.
Look, because in Ukraine it's a little bit different amateur fights because we have big tournaments and everyone fighters come in this tournament and you fight with everyone. One day maybe you have 3, 4 fights, 5 fights. Yeah, it's a little bit different because in USA you can amateur only one fight.
I
Yeah.
understand. You get 3 or 4 fights in one event when guys this way get one fight, in that
Yes.
long
Yes.
span.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that's so
Yes.
you have a ton of experience. As far as making your way to the USA, what was the decision to do that? Was there just bigger opportunities for you here as a fighter?
Yes. Really, I come USA started my professional career. Because I have goal and I want road in UFC. UFC in USA, it's not a number one promotion in world. Yeah, and I come here, started my professional career, and I train every day. Yeah, this camp I training in Jackson Wing gym. Yeah, it's one of the best gym in I think in world in USA. Yeah, we have a lot of top fighters level UFC, Bellator, PFL, LFA, a lot of fighters. Yeah, and we
How
have very very popular coach. It's Greg Jackson, Joe Wing. Yeah. This camp I training more wrestling. Yeah. With my wrestle coach in Jacksonville, and I train striking too. I want to be universal fighter. Yeah, and I train wrestling, striking.
How long were you at Jackson Wink? How long did you spend there in this training camp?
Uh, 1 month.
Oh, wow.
1 month. Yeah.
Wow, that's a
Yeah, one
big,
month.
wow,
Yeah.
big training
One,
camp.
one, 1 month we train every day, morning, afternoon, evening. Every day hard train. Yeah. And
Excellent, my
I,
man.
I, I, I feel very good now. I'm ready.
Well, this fight is at a 160-pound catch weight. I do believe you are a lightweight, and that's the division you want to be. Why 160-pound catch weight for this event?
My coach in Massachusetts, Conor Berry, yeah, he find me fight, and we have problem because everyone don't want to fight, with me. I don't know why, but yeah, it's a little bit problem in New England. And this Anthony Pike, my opponent, yeah, I want respect to him. Yeah, he saved my fight.
Nice.
And he say let's go 160. I say, of course, 160 for me it's easy.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Um, as far as you said, no one wants to fight you and you don't know why. Well, I do know why. You came to the USA. You had one amateur fight that was on the books as far as tapology and all that. I think you fought in Germany in your amateur career. That was on paper, correct?
yes.
And
In my Sherdog, I have only
yeah,
three amateur fights.
yeah.
Two in USA and one in Germany.
All right. So you come to the USA and your first amateur fight is for CES
Yes,
at Foxwoods.
Foxwood.
How was that experience? I mean, it's your first fight in the USA, and they're a pretty big organization, and they're fighting at a casino. Yeah,
Yes.
how was that feeling?
Feel very great. I come first time in USA, and I feel a little bit, confused. Yeah. Yes, and CS is a very good organization. I like. Fox Food Casino. It's very big. It's my first fight in big casino. Yeah, but yeah, we try.
Try
Yeah,
you
we
got
won.
it done, my man. And then a couple of months later, you are offered the title at Neff, the lightweight amateur title against one of their you huge prospects. You go in there and you finish him with a submission in like a minute and a half. What was that experience like? You got now you got your first finish in the USA.
Yeah, this opponent Zach Faulkner, he's good fighter, but when we take face to face, yeah, I see he little bit confused, yeah, and he go in cage, he very confused, he don't know what he doing, and I understand. I finish him.
Very quickly. He's a tough kid. He trains out of a really good gym and a good kid. He's a good kid also. And then, my man, couple of months later, you jump into Neff again to make your pro debut against a dude with a ton of fights, dangerous guy, fights anybody, game opponent, and you go in there and you use those elbows as a professional fighter. And
Yeah.
man, how'd that feel to be able to use all your tools in there? Even though it didn't take long, those elbows were really effective in there.
Yeah, my first camp in Jacksonville, yeah, 1 month I training every day, training ground the pound, elbows. Yeah, I train every day. Yeah, elbows is very good.
Elbows, well, wrestling and elbows, they go hand in hand. Yes.
Yes.
And you mentioned, training a lot of wrestling this time around. As far as your opponent and Tony Pike, I don't know much about him, or other than he's game coming into the cage to fight with you. But what do you know about him in the research, looking at his game? What do you know about this guy coming here?
Yeah, I know about him. Just he college wrestler. Um, Yeah, I don't know freestyle wrestling or different wrestling, but I know he college wrestler. But for me, it doesn't matter. You know, not problem. I can wrestling, striking. Yeah, I think we show good blood fight. You know. Yeah, I ready to wrestling. I show him Ukrainian wrestling. He showed me USA wrestling, and we look at who is best. You know.
Nice, nice. I like that. I like that. Well, my man, you are making your first trip to Combat FC 5 in 2 days. Tomorrow, I got to let everyone know, tomorrow is weigh-ins. And
Yeah, wait face to face.
I appreciate you coming on, giving me time today, my man. It's really cool of you to do that. So as far as going into Combat FC, it's another big promotion in New England. Connor Berry's familiar with it. Connor trains a lot of guys other than you. How you feeling about going in there and being on a big stage again in front of like fans, friends, and family?
Yeah, 2 days ago, yeah, my family come, my mom, my dad come in USA. Yeah, it's very big motivation. I ready only for win. Yes, Combat TC is very good promotion. Yeah, I tell Connor I won't fight in Combat TC. Yeah, it's UFC Fight Pass. Yeah, it's little bit step for me.
Well,
Before UFC.
Well, as far as you said, your family's coming. You got a ton of fights under your belt, and I'm sure they saw a lot of your amateur fights back home. Does it make you nervous, them coming to see you in the USA fight, in front of our crowd?
No, I not nervous. I have goal. These guys never stop me. I roll to my goal. Doesn't matter who my opponent. I not nervous. No. In future, I want will be champion.
As far as who's going to be in your corner helping you out at this fight, who's going to be helping you out at this fight on Friday night?
Yeah, my corners it's Conor Berry. Yeah, and striking coach Dave. He coaching defensive age too. And my older brother.
Nice.
My big motivator. Yeah.
Nice. All right, couple more questions, man. All right, let's talk about the older brother of the family coming in. Anyone else in the family in fighting? Anyone, or is it only you, the guy that gets in there and throws punches and stuff?
Yeah, my dad, my mom, little bit don't like this, don't like fights. Yeah, but my dad like, and for me he big motivator, and if he watch my fight, I never lost.
Wow,
Yeah, of
nice.
course, I try, and of course,
Nice, my man. Well, actually, I'm going to ask you two more questions. This, next to the last one is, you say you have goals, and the goal is to get to the UFC and be champion. You're 19 years old. How long? What's the timeline? How long do you think it's going to take you, in your mind, and the way your worth ethic is, to get to the UFC?
uh, this I don't know because now I'm young. Yeah, I need experience before UFC. I need big experience before you see strong opponent. Before you see. If we look at this coach, I feel good. I go in UFC. Right? But a lot of guys, a lot of fighters have big problem. Uh, don't have good experience and go in UFC. And first fight lost, second lost, and UFC kick him. If you want, will be champ in UFC. You need very good experience. You need feel very good. Yeah, and I know in UFC have young guys. He's 17 old or 18 old. I don't know. He Mexican guy. Yeah, Mexican guy. Yeah,
Well,
but we look at with coach. Maybe 1 year, 2 years. We look at when I feel good. I'm ready, of course.
Well, my man, this is going to be your fourth fight in 2023. So you are staying busy. So 2024 is going to be a huge, huge year for you. Racking up wins and getting your face out there to the world. So with that said, man, last question, my man, Artur. Fighting Combat FC, first time in their cage, man. What do we expect to see from you in your second professional fight?
What I feel my second professional fight.
What should we expect to see in the second of your professional fights?
Just I show you in cage. Yeah, we have a game plan with coach. Yeah, I just focus for win. Doesn't matter. It's choke. It's submission or TKO. Doesn't matter. Split decision. Yeah, I focus just for win. For win. Yeah, and I show good blood fights. My elbows, my knee, everything, wrestling, striking. I'm ready.
Excellent, my
Yeah.
man. Excellent. Well, congratulations, my man, on your second professional fight happening in a couple of days. Friday night, Combat FC 5, man, at the Shriners. Last thing, shout outs, any sponsors, all your social media, any thank yous, and Artur, I'll let you get back to cutting a little weight for tomorrow weigh-ins.
Yes. I want to say thank you, my team Defensive Age. Yeah, for help me. Thank you, Jackson Wing team. Yeah, too. And I want to say everyone from Ukraine. Yeah, it's my country. It's big motivation for me, and Bulgarian guys too. Thank you very much, guys, for support me. I try, and I show good fight.
Excellent, man. Anything other than social media? I have your Instagram here. Anything else you have you want to get out there that people can follow you there? Follow you at?
Yes. Okay.
That's it. All right. Well, my man, I'll be there Friday night. I'll be cage side watching you work, and we'll get a word after you get out of that cage, man, and we'll talk about what's next for you. All right?
Okay. Okay. Of
Appreciate
course.
appreciate the time, my man. You have a good
Thank,
time
thank,
Friday night. We'll see you.
thank you too. Thank you.